Peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who don't know, it's Vic Slime. Hope. And I come to y'all with another story time. I told you I got y'all, you know what I'm saying? And this story today is how I converted to Islam in prison. You know what I'm saying? You know, it might not be what y'all be looking for, but you know, it's an interesting story because it changed my life. Hold on. I don't really like this. Like, yeah, I think I'm gonna mess with this one. This one is nice right here. So boom. For those who are new to the channel or old, like, comment, subscribe, share. If you like my content, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And I appreciate the supporters and the people that, you know what I'm saying, like my stuff. You feel me? So boom. I'm saying, before I get into that, I know y'all see my man 50 back there, you know what I'm saying? 50 back there. He like, I ain't gonna lie, I was a 50 head when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? I was a 50 cent head. All my mans that know me, they know I was a 50 head growing up. I ain't gonna lie, I used to even have gym the clothes, you feel me? I bought like probably like 3 pairs of G-Unit boots. You know what I'm saying? Like back, like, you know, I used to cook them and then get them again and cook them and get, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never had the tank tops though, or the bulletproof shit. Nah, we didn't do those. You feel me? But like, I used to fuck with 50 though, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be reflecting and I'll be like, 50 definitely the reason why I went to jail, B. I ain't gonna lie, like, I ain't trying to blame you, Fifth, but like, come on, you was making some crazy music back then. I ain't gonna lie, 50 was making, like I'm a 90s baby. So when 50, like 2000, like mid 2000s, early 2000s, mid 50, the drama really is nothing but me. I vibe by, blow your brains. Come on. He was saying something, yo, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, they got the study that I was reading about, right? And they was talking about like hypnosis and music. You know what I'm saying? How like music hypnotizes you, right? Like, I know some ain't not gonna believe that shit, but like, yo, I really think that shit's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you listen to music, I feel like you get in a zone, you feel me? Like, music influences us to do certain things. You know when people sad and they get in their bag and then they start listening to these love songs and then they start feeling better or whatever the case might be. It's the same thing with with that gangster music, you know what I'm saying? Like, people get drunk, get high, they do whatever they do, and then they play some gangster stuff, some Tupac or some 50 or some whoever else they play, and they just go off the meters, you know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, boom, I gotta get into the story, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, I grew up in the Catholic household, you know, so whatever, my family, they resided in an area that, you know, the Spaniards had colonized, so it was like Catholic and stuff like that. So like, I always read the Bible growing up. I never really went to church like that. I didn't really like church, but I always used to take pamphlets and stuff like that from people. So I always kind of believed there was a higher power. I knew there was a reason for certain things. I knew, like, you know, I just didn't really know what was like the actual roadmap to follow to God, you know. And I'm not gonna front, a lot of times when people get themselves in certain situations, you know, they kind of like seek God. You know, they kind of like be looking for the higher power. They kind of be like in distress, you know, when they sad, when they hurt, when they going through whatever they going through. A lot of people oftentimes call on the higher power, right? Or they meditate, or they do whatever they do that help them cope and get through their stuff. So when I first went to jail, I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, when they ask you, what is your religion? So I said Catholic, you know what I'm saying, Christian, whatever, because that's like what I knew. But did I really feel that way? I'm not so sure, but that's just all I knew, you know? So so they, you know, I got a little Bible and I was reading the Bible, I learned the prayer. And this is while I was still banging, you feel me? Like, so I used to always pray. I learned the prayer, right? Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name, something like that. So I learned the prayer, and then like, I used to be praying, I used to be reading the book every day. So like, every time you used to see me, I ain't going front. I used to go to school, I used to have my little Bible. I used to come back, like, I always carry my Bible, you feel me? A lot of people carry their Bible because they be putting, like, in jail, they be putting their numbers in their Bible, you know, or they be smoking the Bible paper, feel me? Like, but I wasn't smoking, you know, I wasn't really like, I didn't need my numbers in there, like I had a lot of my numbers memorized or whatever the case might be. But anyway, I was just reading my Bible. You know, this is like the first time I really got into the Bible, like on some reading chapters and multiple pages and stuff like that. So I was reading the Bible. And then like, as you know, continuing my journey of reading the Bible every day, I had a brother, there was a brother from Jordan. He pulled up on me, and then like, he was just like, yo brother, like, what you think about Jesus Christ? And I was like, I don't know. The book said he the son of God. Like, feel me? Like, son of God, be like, what you mean? What I think about him? Nah, I ain't say it like that, but I was just like, yeah, you know, the book says he's the son of God. And I was like, oh, shit. So he was like, all right. So he gave me a book called Muhammad, the Messenger of Allah. So I read the book, and then in the book it said that God sent the last message, and that everybody should be of one religion, and what better religion than Islam, because it meant submission to God. And I was like, that makes sense. And in the book there was little references to the Bible. So this made me kind of like study the Old Testament. So I was reading the New Testament. This made me study the Old Testament. So I got into the Old Testament, and then I started like looking at the references that they were showing. And then I started like comparing and contrasting to the New Testament. And, you know, I just got on my scholar stuff. So anyway, I wanted to know more about Islam, but this brother didn't have a lot of books. You feel me? Like, and he was from Jordan. And sometimes the brothers, when they come here from like overseas or these other countries, they start to lose their religion. You feel me? Like, or they start to like trying to like fit in with like American culture and all this other stuff. So he started doing all that type of stuff. Like, he was good. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate Allah sent him to me. You know what I'm saying? To show me something, right? And then so I appreciate him for that. But he always used to be like playing with the other people, right? That wasn't Muslims and stuff like that. But anyway, I got the book, I read it, I wanted to read some more books, and then I had to go down to Muslim service in order to inquire and get more knowledge or whatever the case might be. So when I finally made it down to, they didn't want to let me go or whatever, but when I finally made it down to Muslim service, I was like, I went down there. It was a Friday, it was Jumu'ah, and then I went down there, and then like there was a brother Hashim. You know what I'm saying? If anybody was in the full building and is Muslim watching, y'all know who brother Hashim is. So anyway, brother Hashim was there, and the brother was like, yo, what's going on, brother? Like, whatever. So we was talking, and he was like, what do you know about Islam? Like, do you know? So I told him what I knew about the 5 pillars, because the book talks about the 5 pillars, and it talks about like, you know, the basic fundamentals, and about the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So boom. Anyway, we did that. We spoke about that. Then he took me to the bathroom, showed me how to make wudu. You know what I'm saying, like ablution. So I did the ablution, and then like after I did that, you know, I sat in the back. I listened to the message, and the message was good. Like I really liked the message. I really liked what the Imam was saying. You know, I can't really remember what he was talking about, but the Imam, he used to have a way with his speech. You know, he was a cool brother, and he had a little swag. You know what I'm saying? He used to be having like the little nice shirts and all that, the little you know, top piece, bottom piece matching. You know what I'm saying? Nice little shoes. He was a fly little brother. You know what I'm saying? Nice little koofies and all that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so the brother was cool. So at the end, they like this. The brother Hashim like, yo, we got somebody that want to take their shahada. Mind you, I remember reading about shahada, but I wasn't really so sure, like, you know what I'm saying, what was going on. So they say shahada, everybody like this. Everybody just turned like. So I'm like this. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? You know what I'm saying? Cause everybody just looking back. So I'm like, well, brother, I'm like, is shahada something disrespectful? Mind you, I read it, but like, you know, it's still kind of like new to me. So like, you know, everybody looking back, and I'm like, shahada, what shahada mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's other guests in the room, so I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so anyway, so then like everybody's like looking or whatever. So then like they're like, brother, come up here. So I'm like, come up here. So you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I know gang initiations when I see one. So it's looking like a gang initiation. You feel me? They're like, yo, come up here, brother. I'm like, come up here. So I'm just like looking around, everybody looking at me. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Come on, whatever. Like, you know, I get up, I go to the front, and then like, you know, the Imam spoke to me real quick, briefly, and then he asked me what's up. He asked me if I knew, like, you know, the basic fundamentals, and he asked me if I wanted to take my shahada, and I was just like, all right. I was like, you know, I was here. Like, I felt like the brother already put me on Front Street. Not saying that I ain't want to do it, you know what I'm saying, because I could have still said no. But I felt like I was already here, you know what I'm saying. I liked the message. I was inquiring. Something in me was hungry about Islam, you know. And it was a reason why I was here, you know. And I was searching, and I was, you know, on a quest. And at the same time, like, the Bible just wasn't really making sense to me. So anyway, I ended up bearing witness, right? You know, you say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. You know, so you bear witness that there's no God but Allah and that Muhammad is his messenger. you know, and then like right after they said that, they'd be like, Takbir! You know what I'm saying? And then like everybody be like, Allahu Akbar. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. You feel me? It's just Takbir! You know what I'm saying? Like, Allahu Akbar. So, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody going crazy in the room, and then like, you know, and then after that was just mad smiles, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I remember like how people embraced me, like how people gave me hugs, how people was just so happy, so joyful, like, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, damn, why are people so happy? Like, I didn't really understand, you feel me? Like, so I'm like, these people kind of a little too happy, you feel me? Like, but I didn't really understand at the time, like, you know, the beauty of, you know what I'm saying, witnessing somebody taking their shahada, right? Like, bearing witness. So that was like a beautiful thing. And then like, from then on, I started to learn. I started to like learn how to pray. I started to like go to Arabic class, and I was like very sincere, you know. And like I mentioned this in my other video, and then it was like one of my biggest obstacles. It was that like some people that didn't know like what happened in my situation. Some people that didn't know that like, you know, like me and my set started beefing, and they said I wasn't Crip no more, and like whatever the case happened. Some people that didn't know my situation, they was just like, you know, I had to go through like most of my bid, right? And people just like assuming that I converted to Islam because I was scared, right? But the reality was like I was seeking redemption. Like I was seeking like help. You feel me? Like from the higher power, right? And you know, some of y'all might say some stupid shit, but I really don't care because I got over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that was my struggle. That was my jihad al-nafs, like we say, right? That was like my inner struggle. And my struggle was like, damn, like people used to say things about me. And then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to feel some type of way, but it's like, you know, I was starting to change. You know, my mind was starting to change. But Islam is the reason, man, why I really like opened up my eyes, right? I really like didn't really get in trouble. I really didn't do a lot of things. Because in Islam, right, there's like a thing like if you slap me or if you punch me, like I can't stab you. You know, like I gotta do whatever you did to me equally. So Islam kind of like gave me like this roadmap that it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody slaps you, you gotta slap them back. Like you feel me? Like I couldn't just stab you. Like I couldn't just like transgress because then I inherit your sin. And that stuff, that right there helped me throughout my whole bid. Like there was times where when I wanted to stab dudes, like it was times where like dudes did like some ultimate violation, right? Like, you know, we grew up with these false notions of masculinity, right, in the hood, right? So it's like if somebody looks at you a certain way, or somebody do a certain thing, or somebody say a certain thing, you just gotta run in their jibs, you feel me? But like in Islam, it's not like that. Like if somebody say some disrespectful stuff, you can't just go punch them in the face, you feel me? Because all they did was say something. So it was very hard for me. It was very hard for me to hold my composure. It was very hard for me to just like hold a lot of shit down. Like you feel me? You can't behave the same way that you want to behave. You know, and this was the same thing that made Malcolm great, that gave him discipline, you know? So yeah, it was deep, man. It was a deep transition, and it was hard, and I had to like fight with myself. And I got another story time for you, man, with this, but this is some like upstate stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, I was tried a lot of times. I was tried a lot of times, and like, and it was like, you know, it wasn't really a crazy thing, but it was like, yo, it was things that like, you know, at the end of the day, like, people don't really know you, but like, a lot of people stupid and be underestimating people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really be thinking like, oh, he Muslim, so he probably was scared, or and then, you know, they heard I used to be Crip, and like, but you don't really know nobody, like, you can't sleep in no. But one thing I realized, I mean, I do be sleeping on people, and I be calling them soft and all of that, but one thing I realized, you really can't sleep on people, man. A soft dude could kill you too. That's what a lot of y'all be sleeping on, you know what I'm saying? It'd be a soft mother lover that'll do that thing to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but it just taught me a lot. You know, this ain't one of them crazy shoot 'em up bang bang stories. You know what I'm saying? I got a few of those. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just like how I converted to Islam, how Islam found me. Like, in the street, I've never heard anything about Islam and Muslims. You know, so it was very like strange, right? And then in prison, yeah, like, it just felt so real, it felt so good, and I invested a lot of my time studying this. You know, so that's the story. Ain't nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you like it, make sure you share it, subscribe to the channel, like it, you know what I'm saying? Positive vibes, man. I know a lot of y'all gonna come with some stupid stuff, man, but I got my coat, my armor, B. I got my arm. I'm ready for y'all, B. But like, come on, man. Let's just try to be positive, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all make sure y'all take care of that. Y'all be safe, man. You know, it's a blessing to make it home every night or day, whatever time you make it home. It's a blessing. Cherish it. Word. Peace.